Question 32. So it's 1,118 shared by 43. So it's 1,118 shared by 43. So I'm going to use one method, the traditional shorthand method. So how many 43s can I get from 1? You can't get any. So that one gets transferred, moved over to here, so that becomes 11. So I've got 11 now. How many 43s are there in 11? I can't get any. So that 11 comes over here, and now this becomes 111. How many 43s are there in 111? So I'm going to go to the side, I'm going to try 43, add 43. So that's 2 43s. So let's add these. 3 add 3 is 6. 4 add 4 is 8. 86. But I've got 111. So can I add another 43? So let's have a look. Start with 86. Add another 43 and see what we get. 6 add 3 is 9. 8 add 4 is 12. Put the 2 there, carry the 1 over. So that's 129. But that's more than that. So that's no good to us at this moment in time. So we know we've got 2 43s. So we put 2 here. And the remainder. So from 111, if we take away 86, what do we get? So let's do that. 111, take away 86. So 1, take away 6, we can't do. Go to the neighbour, borrow 1, that becomes 0. The 1 we've borrowed turns this one into 11. So now it's 11, take away 6, which is 5. 0, take away 8, we can't do. So we go to the neighbour, borrow 1, that becomes 0. And the one we've borrowed turns the 0 into a 10. So now it's 10, take away 8 is 2. And that's 0, so we leave that. So that's 25. So we get remainder 25. We carry the 2 and the 5 over. So this 8 now becomes 258. So now the next question is, how many 43s are there in 258? As before, let's try 43 times 5. So 5 times 3 is 15. Put the 5 down, carry the 1 over. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 1 is 21. So that's 215. But we have 258. 43 times 6. So 6 times 3 is 18. Put the 8 down, carry the 1. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus the 1 we've carried over, 25. So 25. And that's perfect because that matches 258. So I know 258 shared by 43 is 6. So we put 6 there. Let's stick to blue. So our answer, because there's no remainder, our answer is 26. Question 33 is 3/5 divided by 3. Now, this is a fraction and that is a whole number. What I like to do with this, so I can see this, is I divide this number by 1. So now what I've got is 3 divided by 1 is 3. I've not changed anything. So remember that. I've not changed anything. So that's exactly the same. So now what I've got is 2 fractions. And all the students are taught keep, flip, change. We'll keep this fraction the same. 3/5. And we'll flip this fraction around. So instead of 3 over 1, it becomes 1 over 3. And then what you do is you change this divide into a times. So keep, flip, change. Keep, flip, change. Now this is straightforward. It's 3 times 1, which is 3, and 5 times 3, which is 15. Now you have to know that I can simplify this. I can simplify this fraction, make it simpler. I know that they're both in the 3 times table, so I'm going to divide the top, the numerator, by 3, and whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. There. So I'm going to divide that by 3 also. So 3 shared by 3 is 1. 15 shared by 3 is 5. So my answer is 1/5. Question 34 is 2/5 times 140. So that's a fraction and that's a whole number. Again, what I like to do is I like to turn these whole numbers into fractions. So I divide it by 1. So I write it as a fraction. Now what I've got is 2 fractions and it's straightforward. 2 times 140 and 5 times 1. So I go to the side and I do 2 times 140. So what I need to do is double the 14. So I'm going to hide the 0. So 2 times 14 I know is 28. And then I bring this 0 back. So my answer is 280. So 2 times 140 is 280. And 5 times 1 is 5. Now the question I need to answer is 280 shared by 5. Can I simplify it? And because it ends in 0, I know it's in the 5 times table. So I'll do the bus shelter. It's raining. The 280 is getting wet, so I'll build him a bus shelter. And 280 goes inside 280. And the 5 has to go outside. Now they're in the right place. So I ask myself, how many 5s are there in 2? Nothing. So this 2 gets carried over, so this becomes 28. How many 5s are there in 28? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That would be too much. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 5 will give me 25. I need to count to 28. So the remainder is 3. So the 3 goes over. So that 3 turns the 0 into 30. How many 5s are there in 30? Again, I can use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. So my answer is 56. So the answer is 56.